Good afternoon, everybody. It is 5:41 p.m. and you're joining Logical Excess on playthrough ending C, episode number 30. It's been a little while. It's been a little bit over a week. Been really busy last weekend. Visited my brother actually. Spent more time visiting. Spent an extra day visiting than what I originally expected. One of the reasons why I wasn't able to catch up and squeeze in another stream last week, but here we are. I'm going to try to make up for the lack of streaming this past weekend today. So I want to get about an hour or hour and a half stream in this afternoon. So some things that have happened in the game. Pascal sacrificed himself for the good of his village, so he's no longer in the storyline. And we have now switched over to 9S. And 9S is going through... Let's see. Actually, I don't know what to call it, but he's having like a glitch, a malfunction, an error. He's not... His normal faculties are not available to him, so I have to make it to the resistance camp. That's my primary objective right now, starting from the flooded city. So let's go ahead and continue and see what's in store for 9S. This is very reminiscent of what 2B went through whenever she was infected by the virus. Alright, what's the quickest way up and out of here? Here we go. Is it an anemone that I need to talk to, or is it the twins you guys reckon? It's the twins.
Oh dear. What happened to you?
Wounded in battle. NFCS not functioning.
I'm amazed you were even able to drag yourself here. This is gonna take a bit, so just hang tight. This is terrible. Your motor cortex is full of holes. I can't believe you even managed to walk here.
So it's like an android mad cow disease. Wow, that was kind of anticlimactic. Okay, I cannot talk to them.
9S, I need you to promise me something. Don't die alone. I don't think 2B would want that either.
I know.
Okay, we've read those archives. Nothing to sell.
Pod. Mark the next resource recovery unit on the map.
Affirmative.
Let's go ahead and make a quick save. We'll take a peek at our map to see what the next resource unit is. Alright, so it looks like it's in the park ruins. Excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All acting strange. Shh, don't shout. What if they find us? Can I help you? Thank you. Wow, you can actually hear the lyrics. So they're speaking French.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
Over and over. That language again.
This reads God box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
interesting. Are we about to get another cutscene?
Pod,
Holy
why
crap.
did the machines attack Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal. Unit A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the tower cell. And in order to repay you for your faithful patronage, whoever dismantles the final subunit will earn a special prize. Good luck!
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine life form origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
Let's go ahead and make a quick save, and then we're going to go do a manual save, too. There we are. The map shows all destinations. Oh, crap. We got to go to the park. Let's see. Okay, we got to go to the attraction square. That's exactly where 9S is. Crap. Whoa.
Alert. Excessive combat activity will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
take a recovery item and knock the next one down. One after the other. Hacking our way to victory. Hack our way to the end, guys. Boom. Where's the next one? Here we go. Going down. One more? Another one down. Open the door. What? We have another one? Alright. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. There we go. And I leveled on that. Nice. Let's go, guys. Get out of here. That's a freaking mine, basically. Where'd it go? Alright, how do I get up there? Maybe I just don't get up there. Alright, that's everything, right? No, something else popping up on the map. Top hat robot. Crap. Sweet. Whoa! Alright, it opened up. Moving on. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing in here. What was this item again? Whatever it is, I'm maxed out. Iron ore, I don't really need that. What is this?
Model 210. Operator?
Is that the commander from Yorha? Or is that just a... I don't remember now.
No. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210 volunteered to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
No.
Oh, shit. Pardon my French. I try to keep it clean here, but that one really shocked me. Whoa. Crap. Ah, it's gonna hurt. Alright, we're gonna buff ourselves up here. Impact Bracer. Popola's Booze. Try that again, man. Knock him down. There's another one. Oh, crap.
Operator!
Damn it.
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep. Mission related. One. Affirmation. Well. Supplies.
Down you go. You friggin' biatch. Holy crap. A.
A2.
Excuse me, A2, not 2A.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
analysis. Your Unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status of Unit 9S after turning on your hub?
Shut up! How many androids do you think you've killed? You think begging for your lives will help? You think that's going to make me forget everything?
Holy crap. Down you go. Bam. Hmm. Pod 04 between Pod 042 and Pod 153. What is the matter, Pod 042? This Pod 153, this protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Pod 042 acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Oh, man. Pod 153. Understood. Begin transmission. Pod 042, an error has been detected in the transmission network. Pod 042 and Pod 53. Pod 153, hypothesis. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. Pod 042, it may be so. However, it may also not be so. Pod 153, message unclear, clarification requested. Pod 042, after repeated information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. Pod 042, we pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Pod 042, query, could this be our will? Pod 153, unknown, the definition of will is unclear. Pod 042, will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Pod 153, Pod 153, even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Pod 153, successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Pod 042, whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Pod 153, duty. You sounded like an android just there. Pod 042, agreed, but just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Pod 153, perhaps. Pod 042, Pod 153, do not die. Pod 153, the concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. Pod 153, I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Pods 042, yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate. Good morning, 9S.
Good morning.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired.
Park access key.
The
Yeah, the
required
question-
number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
Alright, but I thought I'd just finish with the tower over the Alright, so this I need to go to the city ruins. Alright. Down to the sewers we go to get to the city ruins. Looks like it's dark in here, so let's get a flashlight going. Oh, okay. Hold on. Maybe I need to interact with these. There we go. Alright, gotta get out of here. Alright, that was easy enough. Something tells me I probably ought to save. Let's see if I can go down here and save and get back up. I didn't even know this was in the inbox. Special Correspondence, Council of Humanity, attention all androids. As you are all aware, our recent large-scale offensive ended in a crushing defeat with the loss of our Yorha compatriots being a particular point of deep regret. Long will we remember their brave sacrifice. However, do not lose hope, for the truth is that we, humanity's greatest army, still possess the upper hand. Go forth and fight for victory, not just for your sake, but for the sake of the fallen as well. Glory to mankind. The League of Assemblymen, Council of Humanity. Council of Humanity, attention all androids. Thousands of years have passed since we humans were driven to the moon, and while the war remains deadlocked, we know that our continued safety is only possible thanks to your valiant efforts on the ground. We ask that you continue giving your all to the mission of recapturing Earth from the scourge of the machines. Glory to mankind, League of Assemblymen, Council of Humanity. 9S, A2. Let's go ahead and make a manual save. And we'll go into the tower. Just being safe here, you know? Just being safe. Whoa, this is actually going to take a little while to hack.
Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Trying to sandwich me, you see that?
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
Really? Oh,
Wait,
sweet.
you?
Wait a
Nice.
second. Are
We've
they
been
friends?
expecting you.
Are they enemies?
The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Devila? Devila? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, Nines. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Oh, crap. I guess I just need to focus on hacking into the damn building. Yeah, they're handling on their own.
We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
Yeah, they are completely destroying that army. What are they, former Yorha? What in the world?
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It's part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit the self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Huh.
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing...
Enough! Have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devila!
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
What in the heck? We still don't even know who they really are. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Here we go. We're going to learn who they are. Pod 153. Do you wish to open this data now? Let's go ahead and open it now. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions... Though many companions shared our appearance, there was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers after all. Ah, watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you all right? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's all right, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devola's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired, replace the bandage, and hope for the best. Oh crap, that's a choice. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worries show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now, you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. The report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pff, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crossed her legs and scowls. The Black Scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice, seeing that her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It is not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it if it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self and the Black Scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We had talked to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile, so I will not worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. But then she smiled and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devila and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all, and while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devila met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet, and though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there is nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devila and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again, and it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time, but we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We are not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there is only one Devila, and for her, there is only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anything on this planet that will take us. If there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... Okay. Touch Devila's body. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Pod 153. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Corrupted Yorha units.
Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a messed up trap. Oh crap. Nothing but 2Bs.
2B models? I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you! Don't worry. I'm going to kill you now! Still a few stragglers, huh?
What in the heck? He's been wanting to kill 2B this whole time? Weird, man. Weird. This game.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Okay, can't save here. Can't save here.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside.
I see.
Say... Did we manage to help?
You did.
I must have missed that on 9S.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go. What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
Did it save? It's a library. Exactly.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to your high unit A2.
Peachy.
Whoa. Archive obtained. Library index.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
So it's like a preservation record of everything. Atom unit, the Eve unit, Yorha communication, human server, special units, plane species.
Human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
Class 1 patient, Yona. Chest x-ray, no abnormalities. Heart echo, no abnormalities. Continuing chronic renal failure. Convulsive seizures in the diaphragm, no vomiting. 4 milligrams of luciferase. Preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to the management committee detailing courses of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Identification required.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them.
operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data...
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
Let's take a look at this Project Gestalt archive. Operation of Model Number 2 in the Yorha project. After the first descent of the Yorha prototypes, Attacker 2A2 was the sole unit to return alive. Despite mediocre results during her simulations, upon analysis of restored personality data, it was discovered she possesses excellent analytical and decision-making skills in extreme circumstances. As reported separately, we will install this personality data in the new lot of E-models and use them for security protection of this project. December 31st, 3361 summary. Due to the relapse of the original, Gestalt units in preservation are now relapsing at an accelerated rate. The process of recording their bodies and gathering their DNA continues, but progress is poor. New countermeasures in development intended to serve as a replacement to Project Gestalt are scheduled to be transferred to the Next Generation Preservation Project Preparation Committee. As for this report, it will serve as the final record of both Project Gestalt and the committee. For information about the development plans for new android models and the refinement of existing models, please refer to the attached sheet. Furthermore, we have received approval to consider the disposal of the Devila and Popola observer models at a later date.
Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
Archive obtained. Top secret Yorha disposal.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Shut up!
So what was in the archive? Let's see what the hell. Top secret Yorha disposal. The following materials document the final stages of the Yorha project. Note that this information is classified as level SS, meaning that it must not be disclosed to anyone involved in the Yorha project, including the commander of the bunker. Project 0301, Disposal of Yorha. The back door of the bunker has been set to open once the time approaches to switch to new models when enough combat data has been collected. The bunker will be disposed of by having it be deliberately attacked by machines. At this time, all materials regarding the Aura project, including this document, will be lost, and falsification of the information that mankind still resides on the moon will be complete.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
So this was all just part of a process, is essentially what this all means?
Who are they?
Wow, it's a trophy room.
Damn it!
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Who are you?
Good to see you again, number 2. Or should we call you A2 now? This does bring back memories. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test run for Project Yorha.
Shut up!
You're an honest little android, aren't you? Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
Proposal.
What now?
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and explain it already!
Sense strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
Consciousness data saturation rate, 30%.
It's also very amusing.
Consciousness data saturation rate, 60%.
as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind act as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
Consciousness data saturation rate, 90%.
We are one, and yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate, 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
What in the world?
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
Whoa, it's like a civil war.
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
Huh. They're acting like humans. Seriously still kicking?
Speculation. It is driven by remaining data located within enemy servers.
So this just keeps going until I kill them all? hell is this thing going on about?
Analysis. It appears to be a leak of the enemy's past memories.
Oh crap, it's 9S.
Speculation. It is a resource of some kind.
Use it to make what?
Unknown.
Whoa. Wow, this is interesting. A2.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units. But you knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up! Shut up!
Well, he did find out about it through the archives.
What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
To get ending C, we need to make A2.
functionality reduced due to...
Damn it!
There goes that transplanted hand.
Acknowledged.
Pod, we're going to repair 9S's logic circuits.
Acknowledged.
Tell me where to find the virus corrupting 9S.
Affirmative. Your high unit A2. Core data for 9S is stored ahead. Alert. Severe virus corruption. Probability of successful deletion extremely low.
I think I know a way.
The idea under consideration is not recommended. This pod is a Yorha tactical support unit. As such, it cannot approve of actions that would damage its supported unit.
You're not so bad, Pod. You know that?
Where in the hell am I going? There we go.
I'll take care of everything. Pod. Take care of 9S.
What of you, A2?
I've still got something I need to do. You go ahead.
Acknowledged.
I'm sorry. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is. I'm coming, everyone. I'm coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Meaningless code. Nier Automata ending Charlie. Oh, it's pretty cool. The credits are rolling in reverse. We have 2 more endings that are part of the primary story arc, and that's ending Delta and ending Echo. But from what I've read, as soon as you get ending C, you can actually skip. You get the ability to skip chapters. You can skip right to the chapter that you need to in order to select ending B. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that tonight because I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours almost, and there's some things I do need to do before I go to bed, and it's already 8 o'clock. So I might save that for tomorrow. We'll do ending D and E because it really shouldn't take that long to do it. Probably, I'd say a half-hour stream would be required. So I'll be right back. Wow. Beautiful world, trophy earned. There we go. Chapter select can now be accessed from the title screen and access points. The debug menu can now be accessed by pressing R2 and the middle sensing pad, whatever they call it, the middle pad, the mid pad. Activating the debug menu will disable all save functionality until you load any save data. You can now use the debug room. It can be accessed from the start menu. At the debug room, you can use the debug menu to freely place enemies. Items obtained: heavy armor A, B, camouflage goggles, and A2's wig. Items obtained: archive obtained, machine research report. The strange resistance woman has a new topic to talk about. Talk to her at the resistance camp to find out what it is. Let's save. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 30 of the Nier Automata playthrough, Ending C, and that was the conclusion of Ending C. I would go ahead and move on into D and E, but I've been streaming a little longer than I expected to tonight, so we're going to wrap it up here. I've got some things to do here before we go to bed. I've got to put out the garbage. I've got some dishes to wash. And tomorrow, we'll do another stream to wrap this up. Endings D and E tomorrow, episode 31.
I never quite realized
See you there. Peace out.
how beautiful the